Greetings people, 'tis I, 480 volts, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XII. In the last video, we broke into the palace. Let's see if we can find some treasure. Let's start by opening this door. I don't know if you can hear in the background, it's playing the Clan Centurio music. Uh-oh, crap, I've been spotted. Palace servant. I've not seen you around. Were you hired especially for the fete tonight? Yeah, let's go with that. Then you should be waiting over by the stairs down the corridor to the end. Okay, well, as long as they think I'm supposed to be here. Now, I'm not going to really talk to anybody, but I am going to go ahead and get some of this treasure. Ooh, antidote and elixir. That's nice. Now, if you were... I don't remember. If you were playing the original PS2 version... Oh, tough to Phoenix down. Oh, crap. Hang on a second. Have you gathered up all of the occasionals? Good. You'll be on cleanup duty when the fete's over. Wait here until we're ready for you. No one goes to the upper floor until we give the order. Step out of line and you will be punished. Alright. Now, if you were playing the original PS2 version, you would want to be very careful how you got some of these chests, because getting some of these chests would actually negate the chance for you to get a potion. Yes, it would negate the chance for you to get a potion. No, I'm kidding. It would negate the chance for you to get a very special item later in the game. A very powerful item. As it is, it would actually be a weapon. As it is, remedy. In this version, I can get every chest freely. I don't even know if it was these particular chests, but I can go ahead and grab chests like I don't care. I'm free. There was another such chest supposed to be in the Lowtown right next to Old Dallin's place, but it never seemed to materialize, though I did definitely see it in my test run. Let's talk to this guy. Clean up for the feet? Maybe there'll be some leftovers. Treats? Yeah, that's totally what I want. Let me talk to this guy. Wait here until I have further directions for you. Okay, I'm sorry. Calm down. Relax. What's he doing? Trying to go upstairs? Oh crap, I've been spotted. This Seek knows what I'm up to. Hey bud, let me explain. Trying to go upstairs, ain't you? I know. You're hungry. I don't blame you. An empty stomach make me want to crash the feet too. Oh. Yeah, that's totally what I'm interested in. No use trying to hide it. Look here, I'll even help you out. Okay. Okay, so press square to call the guard. I'll handle him when he comes, and you make for the stairs. Get too close and he's liable to notice you. Let's give her a try. Alright, call the guard by pressing square. Oh, I pressed the X button. I said press square! Okay.
Hello?
Hello? I love how Vaughn, calls these guys. Now's your chance, get going! Alright, so the guard's gonna come walking our way, so we just want to kind of slip by him all Metal Gear Solid style. Not very Metal Gear Solid style, but whatever. Those guards suck. They must have less vision than a stormtrooper. What was it Old Dallin said? The signet yearns for the sunstone strength to light the clouded way. But there was more. Oh yeah. Once in the palace, you'll find the signet tile. Give it to the sun's power and it will light your path. Looks like I've got a signet to find. Yeah, I would say so, Vaughn. Alright, so if we press the square button, we'll shout.
Over here!
Over here! Over here! Which does us no good when all the guards are out of earshot. But if we go over here, there's a hawk signet. Is that the signet we're looking for? A beautiful signet is painted upon the floor. It appears to be a representation of a hawk. Use the crescent stone? Use it! Nothing happens. Yeah, it's the wrong signet. Now, I'm not sure what happens here, but I believe if you're spotted by the guards, like if you walk up to them, I believe you get like kicked out or kicked downstairs or something like that. I've never let it happen, so I don't know. But what you can do, so we want to navigate this place. Like, okay, there's some guards there. I'd like to get down to where they are. There's also, if I go here, okay, that area is blocked off. If I go down here, there's a guard there. Now, I don't think those guards there I need to mess with. I think they're fine where they are. Can I actually just ninja by them and see if there's anything down here? Why, yes, I can. Well, okay, there's a treasure chest there. I wonder if they'll let me grab this chest. Well, I got an Arakia armlet, so that's nice. Hang on a minute. Ah, my vision is not so good. So I don't think I can get to, oh, there's a, is that a chest over there? Okay, let's see. Let me think this through mathematically and logically. So I don't, okay. There's, oh wow, I'm like right next to those guys and they didn't even see me. All right, I don't think I can do anything with them. All right, here's what I can do. I can call these guys. I can stand right about here and press the square button.
Hello?
Hello? That's not even the thing I love when he says. Anyway, they're gonna come running over here. I want him to say the thing that I love. Okay, now they're gonna go over here. Now what I'm going to do is go here, and because of the way this map is laid out, okay, that's the return. I can now dart over here and end up on the other side of them. There's our hawk signet that we don't care about. See, now they're over here. See, see, look at that. Look how cool I was. Look how ninja I was. Now let's see. There's going to be guards there. Okay, I'm pretty sure there's like no treasures that way. I don't even think you're meant to go that way. So what I'm going to do, I called these guards here. Was there a reason I did that? There might be a reason I did that. Okay, well, think it through. Think this through. If I do this wrong, I screw up. So there's one guard down there. Alright, think it through. Think it through. I just did a practice of this, like, not even just a couple minutes ago. Well, here's a lion signet. First off, let's see what this is. A beautiful signet is painted on the floor. It appears to be the representation of a lion. Let's use the crescent stone. See what happens. Well, that did something. Yep, that definitely did something. Alright, the light of the sun flows into the signet. The hidden way is lit. Alright, just like the beacons, it's lit. Let's call these guys. Over here! Come on, I want him to say the thing that I love. Alright, let's go. Let's get those guards over there. Now, if I go this way, I can dart this way. And what do we have here? A suspicious looking wall. Let's examine it. There's something not quite right about this wall. You look closely but find nothing out of the ordinary. Oh. That's what's over by the wall. A big fat waste of time. Now let's see. I think I screwed up. I think I screwed up. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Because the first guards that I called, they're all the way down here. So I can call, whoa, a little close. Let's call these guys.
Hey, Buckethead.
That's what I like. Love it when he says, hey, Buckethead. I don't know why, I just find that hilarious. All right, now that we did that, let me go around behind them. And then call this guard.
Over here.
Over here. Oh, not close enough.
Hello.
Still not close. Whoa, 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 whoa. He came running towards me. Delayed reaction. I almost ran into him with open arms. That would not have been good. But now that I got him out of the way, I can go up to this last intersection. Now, you should already be able to tell where to go, but just in case you didn't, let's look at this. There's something not quite right about this wall. You look closely but find nothing out of the ordinary. Okay, but if we look at this wall, you can see some green fire in it. Faint light. A faint light shines from beyond the wall. Let's approach the wall. Ah. Secret door. Walk through it, Vaughn. Is this gonna take us to the jackpot, the cornucopia of treasures? Well, that takes care of the secret passage. Now where's this treasure? Hey, watch it! Guess it's not leaving me much choice. Okay. Well, you bucket heads aren't gonna bother me in here, so I can just walk around. Yeah, now there's no mini-map. But, because I'm playing the fancy schmancy Zodiac version, I can press the left control stick and bring up my map. And as you can see, I'm sort of walking around in the cosmic void on the map because it's not, it's a secret area. Yeah, the map does that. Anyway, a door here, a suspicious looking wall. Oh, I'm sorry, I spoiled it was a door. Tell me that's not a door. It says this wall looks rather suspicious. That is totally a door. Anyway, let's examine it. There's more to this wall than meets the eye. But what is it? It's a door. Anybody can tell that that's a door. Anyway, there's a switch over here. Now that's a wall. You see a small object that looks like a switch. Let's press the switch. You hear mechanical click from behind. All right, very easy. We just go over here and use this suspicious looking wall door. Examine the wall door. The doored wall, the walled door, whatever. Yeah, there we go. Now we can just walk through here. Yeah, they certainly are hiding something. Must be the treasure room. All right, what do we got in here? Gold, silver, rubies. Why are you grunting, Vaughn? Huh? What you hunting about? Ah, yes. Now that certainly looks inviting. Well, I'm sure that's nothing important. I'm sure that's not like the key to saving the world or anything. What the? Crap, I've been spotted.
I play the leading man. Who else?
We've seen this guy before. We saw him in the last video. Fran? And there's a bunny rabbit looking girl.
Take that.
Wait a minute.
No, you won't. I found it. It's mine.
And then when I take it from you, it'll be mine.
Well, sir, your logic is irrefutable, and your girlfriend is very tall and has bunny rabbit ears, so perhaps we can work something out. That sounded weird, but okay.
Exit stage right.
The gods do not smile on us.
I like it better that way.
Oh, these guys. You obtained the goddess Magicite. Yeah, Magicite! They brought back Magicite from Final Fantasy VI. It's not nearly as useful as it was in that game, but it's kind of nice that they at least brought it back. Alright, so those two clowns up there are busy. So I can make my getaway. Alright, now we are at the garden stairs. Now I don't think there's anything for us down here, so we just go up here. But yeah, we saw those two in the previous video. I wonder who they are, what they're doing here. They're probably nobody important. That fancy hotshot thinks he's playing the leading man. I'm the main protagonist of this game, I'll have you know. He's too old. What's going on here? Did somebody start a food fight? Did they not like the food?
What's going on?
Or did Miguelo put something in everybody's drinks? Wow, what is going on? Who pissed off the chef? Or is this some sort of... Wait a minute! Who is that?
That's quite an entrance.
The Ifrit?
Incredible timing. If I didn't know better, I'd say they were waiting all along.
That girl kind of looked like Princess Ashalia, which I know is impossible because she's dead. Walking is too slow. Oh, the motorbike. Crap. Or the hover bike. Whoops.
You have something that belongs to me.
No, you haven't taken it from me yet. I thought you said it would be yours when you took it from me.
Damn!
Oh crap. Imperials. What the? Hey! Let go of me, dude. Nice.
Let go of me! Keep this up and I will.
Yeah, you don't exactly want him to let go of you right now, buddy. In the words of the Joker, very poor choice of words.
What's going on, Fran?
I don't know, it's not heating me.
Well, that's what happens when you rent from a place called Bob's Pretty Good Hover Bikes.
Not slipping! Not good.
Oh, crap.
What happened?
It's a piece of junk, that's what happened.
It disappeared.
Ah, forget it. Even if we could fly, the Ifrit's playing with fire, and I'd rather not get burned. We'll go the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, we could use the exercise. Wait, who's we?
Not
You mean
many
you
Vieira
two,
where
right?
You come from, thief?
It's Vaughn. Sorry.
It's Vaughn.
Fran is special in that she deigned to partner with a Hume.
Oh? Like a sky pirate that chooses to steal through the sewers.
Pirates? You're sky pirates?
Hermity.
Balthier.
Ha
Listen, thief.
Touche.
Vaughn, if you ever want to see your home again, you'll do exactly as I say. Myself, Fran, and you, we're working together now. Understood?
Why again?
Don't even think you're getting this.
The thought never crossed my mind.
Okay, so Balthier and Fran joined the party. All right, so when he said a Vieira, that's what Fran is, and when Fran said a Hume, she meant a human. So yeah, there we go. Get some terminology out of the way. But yeah, now we got more party members. I will say I don't know if they were intending it or not, but Balthier definitely gives me a Han Solo vibe. He's not a blatant ripoff by any means, but he definitely just feels like a Han Solo to me. And Fran almost feels like his Chewbacca. But obviously she's immensely better looking. Not that I'm attracted to bunny rabbit ears or anything, but you know, she definitely looks better than Chewbacca. Anyway, save point, let's go ahead and use it. How long have I been recording? Not very long. Okay, you will not be able to leave this area easy, whatever. I'm already in waist deep. Let's just go ahead and do this. Yeah, and I like how they said the Ifrit. You will notice that in this game they name airships, elite, huge air battleships after classic Final Fantasy espers. So that's kind of cool. Ah, Vaughn, there's something I want to check before we set out. As I thought, you don't know much about gambits, do you? Well, you don't know much about anything, do you? Actually, no, I can't say that. Listen carefully, I don't care to repeat myself. For each gambit, you can combine one action with a target for that action. Example, you can arrange that cure be cast on an ally whose HP falls below 50%. Useful that. Of course, one error of judgment and you could find yourself throwing punches at the same ally. If you have a good head on your shoulders, it should come easily enough, though. I feel a more detailed explanation is in order. In other words, a forced tutorial that I can't skip. Alright, so I'm not gonna read it all. I'll try to explain it as best as we can. Now's the perfect time to talk about gambits. So, gambits is basically how we're going to tell our characters to do what we want them to do. Now, fun fact, when I first started playing this game, I mentioned that at that point in time, I was going through my quarter-life crisis and going back to college, right? Well, what I didn't tell you is that the classes I was taking were for computer programming, very basic computer programming, very basic coding, C# and C++ and that kind of thing. And we got to writing algorithms, I was like, oh my gosh, Final Fantasy XII's gambit system is just like this. And it is. Basically, it's all about creating if-then statements. So this is kind of like programming algorithms in like C++ or something like that. So let me see if I can find an example. So he's showing us about how to prioritize gambits. You know what? I'm just gonna skip everything because he's just talking too much. Okay. Yeah, he's showing me how to turn them off and on. I'll show you some. Okay, whatever. Shut up. We like to come across new actions and targets, so don't be afraid to experiment with new gamut combinations. But don't put all of your faith in any one combination. With each passing day, the world finds new and exciting ways to kill a man. Be flexible. If you'd find yourself up against beasts that don't take well to fire, create a gamut to cast fire on nearby foes. Likewise, should we face a creature that uses poison, a gamut to cast Poisona on a poisoned allies just might come in handy. A bit too much to take in? Don't let it worry you. You're in good company. Yes, these sewers are thick with the bones of others who have had similar difficulties. Alright, well, Gamuts has been added to the party menu, and Party has been added to the party menu. Let's be off then, shall we? Alright, let's go back and save so I don't have to repeat that forced tutorial ever again. And I'll explain Gamuts in my own words. And actions. As soon as we're finished saving. Yeah, I was going to college for computer classes, and I was like, man, this is just like that. It was crazy. So what we've got, so the timing was just, it was like Final Fantasy XII invaded my classrooms, because I already told you about the kid who sounded just like Vaughn. So, oh yeah. So I'll talk about licenses in a minute. So we go into Gambits, which we now have access to. So like, for example, Vaughn, he's got 2 Gambit slots. So think of these as if-then statements. So this right here is our if statement. If this particular foe that we have encountered is the party leader's target, which is a moot point to have it assigned to Vaughn because right now he is the party leader, but I could easily make anybody else the party leader. Let's just go ahead and put it to foe. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and put it to foe lowest HP because I like that. And you'll see why I like that later. So right now what this means is if the foe has the lowest amount of HP, then attack. So I can go into the then part and I can switch this to anything else. I can switch this to cure. Well, maybe not for Vaughn. Let's see. I could switch this to potion. Now he's going to throw potions at a foe with the lowest HP. Why would you want to do that? I don't know, but you could. I'm just saying. He's going to steal from the enemy now. So this is really cool. But I'm going to go ahead and switch it to attack. Let's see what else I can do. Here's something we can do. Let's go into the if statement here, and let's find ourselves ally. Now it lists our allies that we have in our party. We have any ally, just any old ally. Ally the party leader, which right now is Vaughn, or Vaughn, just the ally being Vaughn. Ally for Fran, ally Balthier, ally Pinello, even though she's not in the party. Here's one, ally less than 78% HP. That means that if their HP falls between 70%, right? So I'm going to go ahead and switch this one to HP less than 30% and put a then statement for potion. What this means is that if anybody's HP falls below 30%, Vaughn will automatically just throw a potion at them. But here's the thing, the way these gamuts are arranged right now, they are the priority happens in descending order. Being the first one, the one at the very top, that happens first before anything else, and the one at the bottom happens next. So if we get into a heated battle and people's HP starts dropping below 30%, Vaughn's not going to do anything because he's too busy attacking the enemy with the lowest HP. So you go over here to where it says 1, you press X, and you can move it. Now what's going to happen is he's not going to mess with the potion stuff at all until somebody's HP falls below 30%, right? Until that happens, he'll just be concentrating on the foe with the lowest HP. So that's kind of cool. Now at the moment, he's not going to do anything because I haven't turned his gambits on. So let me go ahead and do that by pressing that. We can also just, use the attack command and go down in here and do that. Now let's look at, let's look at our licenses real quick. Now, Balthier and Fran do not have any new licenses. They don't have any licenses at all. Let me go ahead, or they don't even have any job classes either. But right now, okay, Balthier's wearing an Altair. That's a gun. He's got onion shot, headgear, chrome leathers, and she has short bow, onion arrows, headgear, and chrome leathers, okay? Now, regardless of what classes I give them, they both have access to the steal technique, which is awesome. So now I have 3 people that can steal. That's going to make stealing a whole lot easier. And they also, she has access to a little bit of white magic. She has Cure and Blindna, and I believe Poisona. No, I haven't picked up Poisona yet. She has access to Cure and Blindna, though, and she also has access to Fire, which Yeah, I never bought Fire or Cure. So, I think. I mean, I know I didn't buy those two. No, I did buy Blinda, though. Well, she's got access to it. Anyway, let's go choose some licenses for them. As you can see, they've already got a hefty amount of LP. Now, in my test file, I made Balthier a machinist. It seemed to work. That's what I'm going to go with. The machinist job class, it allows him, it's very well meant for Balthier. It allows him to use the weapon that he's using, which is the Altair, the gun. And he'd be able to use it anyway, but this way he can learn to use new guns, like Guns 2, which is the Capella and the Vega. So then I've got other, stuff too, like, leather light armor. He's got light armor 2, which is better than that. Let's go ahead and get accessories so I can give him an Arache armlet if need be. Let's see, accessories 3, that's cool. Gambit slot, we can add more gambits to him. Ooh, I know exactly what I want to do. I want to work him all the way down here and get this technique here, Libra. That's going to be useful. All right, what else do I want for him? Let's see, there he's got steel. Let's go ahead and grab that just so I can reveal this, which is, oh, I'm out of LP. Never mind. I was going to get the black belt. Okay, well, that's good enough for him. And then for Fran, see, I can't even see her license board yet. Let's go ahead. Again, in my test file, I made her a black mage. Again, that seemed to work. Matter of fact, it worked really well. The reason I made her a black mage is she looks like a black mage type character. She just looks like a magic type character. But in the beginning of the game, she was actually kind of magically slow. But later on, she took off and became my best magic user, basically in the game. So I'm definitely gonna stick with that. But let's see, I'll give her also the Arache armlet. Now she's already got some magic stuff, so I don't have to worry about that. But I can learn Black Magic 2, which is Blizzard and Blind. Definitely go ahead and get those. Blind is incredibly useful. Go ahead and get Silence and Aqua. That's Black Magic 3. I have Silence. And then that's all for now. Well, here, let's get this Oak Staff. I might need it. Do I have... Oh, yeah, let's go ahead and give her this so she can wear the pointy hat if I can ever get it on. And then, let's go ahead and do that. Do I have room for more? I have room for a few more. Yeah, level 2 elementals now. It's going to be a while before we get them, so I'm not going to waste the LP on them. But I will go ahead and get a couple more Gambit slots, because why not? And, oh, yeah, go ahead and increase the magic potency. Definitely want to do that if she's going to be my mage. She's going to be a mage character. She definitely needs to do that. Okay, do I have room for more? Oh, channeling reduces magic MP cost by 10%. That would have been very useful, but I don't have the LP for it. And you know, I'm going to leave it that way. I'll let her build it back up. Now, cool thing about Balthier and Fran, they both have, okay, he has a gun, she has a bow. Those are ranged weapons. Now, the cool thing about ranged weapons, here's the bad thing about ranged weapons. You can't give them a shield because their other hand has to be able to hold the ammunition. In this case, for Balthier, shot and arrows for Fran. They're not quantitied, like they're endless. You just buy one quiver of onion arrows and you give it to Fran, and then she's just got endless amount of arrows. And same for Balthier with shot. But you can buy more slightly more powerful ammunition later on, and some ammunition that causes status ailments and stuff like that, so that's kind of cool. Another shortcoming to ranged weapons is they take a little longer to charge up, and they don't do as much raw output damage. However, they do pierce defense, so that's nice, and I think they have perfect accuracy in that I don't think they can ever miss, even if your character is blinded, I think. Don't quote me on that, but in my experience, they've never missed. And what I really like about them is they're ranged, so they don't have to stand so close to enemies, so they can attack enemies off from a bit of a distance. In fact, sometimes you'll notice in battle, characters with ranged weapons actually stepping back and getting further and further away from the enemies, because they know they don't have to be so close. And that can be useful in situations, and I will explain why when we get to those situations, which won't be for a moment. Try not to load you down with too much. Oh yeah, you can see here Vaughn only has 2 Gambit slots, but Balthier and Fran have 3. That's because I added some for their licenses on their license board. Matter of fact, I could do that with him. I can go ahead and give him an additional gambit slot. But what else can I do? Oh, no. 30 HP plus 30. Definitely want that. I should have gotten... No, I still... Oh, I have enough. HP plus 190. Yes. I could, if I had the LP, I could add more gambit slots to him. So yeah, you can keep adding gambit slots should you run out. I just want to save, or not really save, but just get our HP up. Look at Vaughn's HP now. Yeah. He's not in any danger anytime soon. All right, now for real this time. Let's look at the gambits. All right, ally, first aid. That's a technique. It restores a little bit of HP. He won't do it all the time. He'll do it when that enemy or with that ally, or will he? You know what? I'm just gonna leave it. You know what? I'm gonna switch this to HP plus 30% to use a potion, just like Vaughn. And I'm gonna switch his attack statement here to party leader's target. What this means is he will only attack the target that the party leader is talking to. Is targeting, which in this case is Vaughn. And I will go ahead and switch this third one to, if I have it, I may not have it. Well, I have, never mind, I don't have it. I don't have the if statement. You can buy if statements at Gambit shops, which I will need to do. And then as for then statements, it's basically just what you have available, what you're able to do. I'm going to do the same thing for her. She's going to do party leader's target, attack. Let's go ahead and, no, that's not what I want to do. Yeah, you can turn off individual gambits too. That's pretty nice. You can turn them all off, or you can just turn off individual gambits. You can move them around. You can clear them by pressing the, well, originally the select button. In this version, it's the touch bar. So yeah, gambits, highly customizable. I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now, I freaking love the gambit system, and I want them to bring it back. Now, do I have 8 ally equals ally status? No, I don't. Okay, we're just gonna have to make do with this. We'll buy later gambits. Oh, and the last thing I want to show you, over here, it says the party option. Yeah, use the party, okay, whatever. I can use the party command to switch characters in and out of battle. This game gives you so much control over who you can bring in and out of battle, kind of like Final Fantasy VI, excuse me, actually no, kind of like Chrono Trigger. And like Final Fantasy X, you can do it in and out of battle. So if you switch your characters out of battle, so like that, now nobody's in the party, which I need at least one character, and you can't have more than one, more than 3. Now, that little red flag on Balthier means that he is the leader. And there you go. So he's the leader now. So I'm controlling him. But I'm just going to go ahead and switch Vaughn to the leader. So that's the thing you can do. And you know what? I'll explain some more about the party and how that works later. I've already spent a lot of time talking. Anyway, here's some fallen soldiers.
Most like they thought to take advantage of a lax watch at the palace while the fate's on. To feed the good consul a length of steel for his supper.
Oh, yeah?
I should think Vane used to such hospitality. Clever. He used himself as the bait to draw them near, and then sent in the air brigade.
Okay.
A fine, bloody banquet.
He was expecting rebellion.
I soiled my cuffs. If a dungeon is waiting for us at the end of the night, it had best have a change of wardrobe.
I'll make sure to let the guards know. I love Balthier. He's probably my favorite character. Favorite, playable character in the game. Yeah, he's just got all the best lines. Okay, we got 52 gil here. And this urn, which is going to contain the map for the Garum Scythe Walkway, which, by the way, we're back in the Garum Scythe Walkway, so that's nice. But, yeah. Alright, now we got more enemies. So now everybody can steal. That is awesome. I could set everyone's gambits to just endlessly steal, which I don't want to do. Okay, nobody stole? Wow. Oh, I do know something I want to do with, Balthier. I know exactly what I want to do with Balthier. Come on, guys! How hard is it to steal from a freaking dire rat? He's probably only got a rat pelt. Oh, am I doing the right thing, or am I like casting Libra? No, I'm stealing. Oh, he has nothing to steal. Okay, well, let's just attack him then. So now I no longer have to input commands for Vaughn. I can just attack endlessly, or I can just let him do it himself. We got another rat pelt. Okay, so the idea behind gambits is that you basically let your characters do whatever. Like, you basically let them... It's like you let the party play itself out. But I'm going to go ahead and do something with Balthier. I know exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to ally. Actually, do I have the self? No, I don't. Well, we'll go with ally Balthier. So he's only going to do this to himself. And he's going to cast Libra. It's a... Does he not have it? Oh. Never mind, he's not. It's the way the gambit works. It's not going to work that way. Well, tell you what, I'll do it manually. Libra is basically, Libra allows you to, see, like, the stats of the enemy and stuff like that. So, like, now I can see how much HP these guys have. I can see what they're weak to, that kind of stuff. It's very handy. It's basically scan, but it works a little different. You don't scan the enemies themselves, you scan yourself. You cast Libra on yourself. And for a limited time, it's like you will have a vision of all enemy stats. Well, most enemy stats. Some enemies are immune to it. But yeah, very, very handy. And not just for seeing the enemy's HP and stats. There's other reasons why you will always want to have Libra on standby. See, now that the, yeah, there you go. See, now that he hit that stealing, he would only attack the stealing because the stealing had lower HP, and he's going to go for the one that has the lowest HP. And everybody else was going to go for it because they're attacking what he attacks. And I dare say I have missed an area. And that's up here. Is there anything here? Like some treasure? I knew it! 37 gil. Wow, I spent a lot of time explaining all that stuff. And I still haven't, like, gotten to, like, the real meat of it. Gambits, it took me a while to, like, figure out what the deal was with gambits. But once you figure it out, it makes perfect sense. And it becomes, like, your bread and butter. It becomes what you, are basically... what the game revolves around. And, ooh, another, okay, an Altair for Balthier, which he already has, but okay. There we go. Dead. I wasn't able to steal quick enough. That's fine. But yeah, you will, the idea is that when you set up your gambits, you want to set up your gambits to where you could almost put the controller down and let the game play itself. Now, it's never going to... You're never going to find a perfect gambit setup. And even if you do, you'll have to change it for the next area, basically. Like, that's usually how it works. It's hard to find a gambit system that works throughout the whole game. You're constantly changing things to suit your situations. That's just the way it is. But it's still very, very fun. Yeah, I will never stop commending this game for the gambit system. I love it. Alright, anything? Okay. Let's see. Okay, this is going to lead me to a dead end, which should theoretically have, like, some treasure or something. And some more enemies. Oh, I sure wish I could, instruct my guys to steal from a particular enemy first before attacking. I will later on, but not right now. Somebody attack that guy. That's good. Now let's see, what's down here? Nothing, right? Yeah, dead end. But then over here is an antidote. Sweet. Yeah, I wish I could set... Okay. I wish a lot of things right now concerning gambits, but I just don't have the proper gambits. So... But we'll buy some later on. Good job, Vaughn. First try. Alright, what else we got? Ooh, we got some new enemies here. We got the giant toads. Now, these guys are going to, well, they're not going to be very, very hard, but I'm going to go ahead, excuse me. I'm going to go ahead and have Fran, whatever you want to call her, cast fire on these guys. Just to help things out a little bit. And we got a horn, so that's nice. Everybody else can just attack. And she's only going to cast fire that one time. I think it's only needed that one time. But yeah, you want to watch out for those toads. They could potentially be trouble. Ooh, a teleport stone that I'm not going to sell. And a wind stone, which I am going to sell. Because that's nothing but gill fodder right there. More potions. And yeah, obviously, like I said, Fran also has Cure and Blinda. They're not going to do us a lot of good right now, but they will later on. And I don't mind using potions for now. We're not going to run out of potions. Even though we almost ran out when we fought that flowering cactoid. And I got 50 gil from this guy. Come on. Ooh, level up. Oh yeah, and Fran and Balthier, they started up at level 7, one level above me. I think they always start one level above you. Above Vaughn, I should say. Alright, which way do I want to go? Well, we'll go this way first. No, don't go that way. Flee, 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 flee. There you go. Focus on these guys first. Another teleport stone. Okay, while you guys are dealing with him, because you have ranged weapons and stuff like that, I'm gonna mess with this guy. So now they're no longer messing with that stealing because they're targeting who Vaughn's targeting. You may not always want it that way. That's just how I do it. Stop targeting those guys down. Well, it doesn't matter. They're awake now. Good job. You done woke them up. All right, let's go ahead and get some fire going. They cast regen on themselves. Hang on a minute. Yeah, steal from that guy, and Fran, you use fire on the other guy. So now they're both... Yeah, that'll work. Oh, he couldn't steal, eh? Actually, he's probably gonna get finished off. Well... Oh well. See, now they went ahead and used a potion. Somebody used a potion. I think it was Vaughn. He used a potion on himself. So that's nice. Alright. Anything over here? Nothing! Dead end. That's fine. Let's go down here. And climb up here. And go over here and get this chest, which is another potion. Yay, replace the one I used. How many potions do I have? I got enough. We should be fine. Wait, which way do I go? I go up this way. So I'll try not to spam the fast forward. It's just so... I got so spoiled by the fast forward. I'm in trouble if I ever decide to play the PS2 version. I am in so much trouble because I got spoiled by the fast forward version. That and the autosave spoiled me rotten. Ooh, save crystal. Definitely make use of it. I'm gonna keep going for just a little bit longer. I will save though. Yeah, I know. Alright. And let's see, over here is nothing. But down here, uh-oh. Well, there's that girl again.
Who would be next?
Close ranks, bring her down.
Ooh, she knows how to use a sword. Yeah, she looks just like Princess Ash. She must be like a relative, cousin or a sister, something like that. What if Vaughn just stepped out of the way? Oh, foreshadowing a love. That's actually not going to happen.
Our ranks grow
Nope.
by the hour.
And our
Spoiler alert.
them.
Spoiler alert, they don't fall in love. And I have no problems with that. All right, well, now we got... Well, okay, she's not actually in the party. Yeah, right now her name is question marks. Okay, we'll learn about her later. Anyway, we've got a bunch of Imperial swordsmen. Now, one of them has Protect on them. Swordsman B has Protect. So what I'm going to do... No, I didn't want to do that. Hang on, I'm going to have Von steal. I'm going to have Balthier steal. And I'm going to have Fran use fire on Swordsman B, just because he's got Protect. Now, the girl, she's just going to kind of do whatever she wants. Actually, I don't even think these guys have anything worth stealing. I think, well, I got a Phoenix down. I suppose that's good enough. 6 gil. Oh, that was just a drop. Yeah, the girl's just kind of doing whatever the heck she wants. Yeah, potion. Okay, yeah, you know, I'm just not gonna bother. They're not gonna drop trash loot. They're gonna drop consumables, which aren't bad, but I'd rather just kill these guys quickly. But yeah, the mystery girl's just gonna do whatever she wants. That's fine. She's not part of the party. She was fighting on the side. Can she join the party, please? Please?
Thank
Please? You're welcome.
I'm Vaughn, and this is Balthier, and hey! What's your name?
He's like, we don't have time for this.
Amalia.
Amalia. That's a pretty
Amalia,
name.
Huh? Nice to meet you.
There were others with me. I'm sorry. No.
They're dead now. You're all alone.
Oh,
What the
now,
heck?
Wasn't that impressive?
Don't get any ideas. I said
That
it's
is
fine.
impressive.
I'm afraid the jury's still out on that one.
You stole that?
Yeah.
Have you
That's what I do,
finished?
baby.
When the guards don't report
I
in,
steal
they'll
stuff.
come looking for us.
If they aren't already.
You should come with us. Better than being by yourself.
Okay, Vaughn.
Very well.
We know you're smitten.
What's wrong with her?
You have a lot to learn before we even get started on your thievery.
Yeah,
What's that
don't
mean?
get fooled by a pretty face. Which I could easily tell Balthier the same thing. I mean, look at the pretty face he's got with him. All right, let's walk up to her.
The situation requires I accept such help as I find, though it be from thieves. I shall accompany you until we find my companions, no longer.
Let's think of her as a guest then. Unlike Fran or myself, our guest probably won't be taking orders from anyone anytime soon, and she'll leave when she pleases. So we keep to our affairs and she to hers. I doubt we'll find her wanting in valor, being such an upstanding member of the insurgents.
Resistance.
The Resistance? I thought we had decided resistance was futile. Anyway, Amalia joins the party as a guest. Okay.
Well, what are we waiting for?
Unlike other party members, guests can only use certain actions and abilities. Yeah, so now we have 4 party members, despite the fact that I said we could only hold 3. There is a 4th party slot for guests, which don't, you know, they come and go as the story predicts. Now, we've had guests since, all the way since Final Fantasy II. 6 had them, 8 had them, 9 had a bunch of them, even 10 had one with Seymour. But yeah, she's already got the Libra status on her. Must be something she's wearing. I can't really mess with her equipment. I can see she has Cure Magic. She does have her own Gambit system. Let's look at that. And I think I'm even free to customize it, but I can't really mess with her license board or anything like that. Okay, can I change this? Well, no, I guess that's fine, actually. No, I guess that's fine. If she's going to use... I don't want her using up my potions, you see. But if she's going to use her own Cure Magic, that's fine. So basically, yeah, she's a guest, and, I was gonna say something, and I done forgot what it was. Yeah, I'm not even able to, oh, I know what it was. She will not gain LP because, well, she's a guest, and I don't get to give her a license. But she will gain experience, and she will hog the experience I have with her, and I cannot remove her from the party. You see that little lock? It means she's stuck in there. Oh, by the way, if you ever see a lock on any of your normal characters, and that prevents you from switching them in and out, that means that they are either being targeted by an enemy or an ally. Maybe an ally's trying to, like, give them a potion. Or they're in the middle of performing an action. So you have to wait till there's nothing going on. So it can make switching party members in and out kind of difficult. But anyway, this looks like a big wide open area. Perfect for fighting a boss of sorts. Yeah, I knew it. Oh boy. Oh crap. They're all around us. And I love this freaking boss music. It is so grand and epic and victorious and triumphant. Oh man, I love it. Anyway, we got a bunch of flans, which, normally flans are, you know, kind of, they typically don't take, much physical damage, and you have to use magic to really damage them. In this game, even, they have not the highest physical defense, so there you go. But I'd rather stick to magic. It's just quicker that way. But, so what I'm gonna have Fran do is hit each one of them with a good fire spell. No need to waste the MP. And then just have everybody else, you know, kind of go to town. And actually, you know, I believe, Fran and, Balthier, their weapons should, you know, not be bothered by their defense anyway. Go. There you go. And that's all of them. And then we'll just focus on them. Yeah, they've got stuff I don't care to steal, I guess. Now, unfortunately, they can inflict blind. That's slightly annoying. I know what I want to do. No, I don't. Never mind. I keep forgetting. I don't have the if statements. I don't have the proper if statements to do what I want to do. I don't care about curing the blind status off of Balthier because his weapon is a ranged weapon, and he's not really affected by blind. But if Amalia or Vaughn gets blinded, I might have to think about doing things differently. Anyway, we killed him. Easy boss. It's not even a boss, it's just a collection of bigger enemies. But man, I love that music. It has the right amount of jeopardy for boss music, but it's also just so dang epic. Ugh. Something tells me those guys smell. And classic Final Fantasy victory fanfare music. Gotta love it. Congratulations! That's another thing I will praise the composers for this game. They didn't shy away from Uematsu's music like they did in 10-2. You're gonna hear some of the Uematsu classics. We've already heard the main theme in the... I don't know if we've heard the prelude yet. You can. Alright, let's go ahead and use blind now. Get rid of that blind status, even though it's not really that big of a deal. And I could go back to the save point and use it, but, yeah. Alright, you know what? The video's just gonna be a little bit longer. Okay, got a dark moat. Because I really want to finish out this area before... Because there's a lot that's gonna happen, and I would rather finish out this area. We don't have much left, and there will be another save point, and that save point is gonna be where I stop. It shouldn't be too much longer. You can see, well, yeah, you can see on my map there where it says to Lowtown. That's where I'm trying to get. So I hope you don't mind if I have this this in-game map on. It does kind of cloud up your vision a little bit, but it really, that's another thing I got spoiled by. So yeah. Okay, new enemy here. We got the ghosts. They're kind of annoying because they like to teleport all over the place. But I stole echo herbs from him. That's nice. And either our HP... Oh, these guys right here. I don't know how you pronounce them. I want to steal from them so badly, like to the point where I don't want anybody else hurting them. Yeah, Demon Eyeball. Those definitely sell for good money. Right, at least this point in the game. Oh yeah, you keep attacking. Yeah, they do use fire, so watch out. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Definitely need to steal. Need to steal that demon eyeball. Ugh, wrong character. Freaking Amalia. There we go. Got it. Okay, there she goes to curing us. Okay, we got our demon eyeballs. Let's just go ahead and finish these guys off. Yeah, the nice thing is Amalia will use her cure magic before we start using potions, because I've got the potions set for when our HP drops below 30%, but her cure magic is going to happen when our HP drops below 50%. And I could put a similar gambit on Fran, but I want her to save the MP, which she is regenerating as we walk, so that's nice. Now, right now, Amalia's magic stat is just better than Fran. That's just how it is. Okay, what's over here? Chest? Yes. And I don't think I can... Can I make Amalia the leader? Yes, I can. Interesting. Oh, that's nice to know. Oh, boy. Okay, this is annoying. They all start targeting that toad. I want them to target the ghost. There we go. Well, never mind. The freaking... I hate the teleport thing. It's just so annoying. Because when they're teleporting, you can't even target them. Okay. This is all a mess. Let me get a demon eyeball. Somebody please heal up. Thank you. Balthier. Oh crap. Vaughn is blinded. I do want to deal with that. Alright, please steal from the ghost. Okay, got a glass jewel. That should sell for some pretty good money. Provided I can make it out of here alive. And a firestone. There we go. I kind of wanted to see what was over here, but then I got ambushed. Or I got crowded, or whatever you want to call it. Ooh, a bow gun. Can I give that to Fran? No, I don't think I can. Yeah, that's not even the same weapon as a bow. Yeah, never mind. Actually, I don't think I can give bows to Fran anymore because I made her a black mage. Yeah, she won't be able to use bows, really, at all. Is there anything down here? No, a chest that I can't reach. More enemies. Get some more, demon eyeballs. No, do that. And I don't have to worry about casting Libra because Amalia has it automatically. She's like wearing some accessory that gives her that or something. Oh, accessories. Do I have another Aracha armlet? Yes, I do. Oh, but I was gonna give it to, okay. Oh, the Goddess Magicite, by the way. It's a good magic resist, but it reduces all your MP to 0, which we don't want. So I'm not gonna mess with it. Yeah, it's interesting that they made it an accessory, and I don't think I can sell it because it's story important. It's plot important. Come on, kill him. There we go. What's over here? Anything? This is gonna loop. Right? Yes. And there's nothing there. All right. Well, okay, we're almost done, guys. We're literally almost done. I'm gonna walk in here. There we go. And there's a save point. I'm gonna save. Yeah. I'm going to save right here, and this is gonna be the video. In the next video, we'll see what awaits us beyond that door. The overflow cloakcha. Yeah, we'll see what awaits us beyond that door. Until then, I'm 480 Volts. You guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Pieces!